mind, fit body, the real secret to lasting fitness. In today's world, fitness is often seen as purely physical. How much weight you can lift, how far you can run, how lean your body looks in the mirror. But true, lasting fitness goes far deeper than that. It's not just about sculpting muscles or counting calories. It's about building a fit mind to go with your fit body. Because without mental strength, physical strength means nothing. And without inner discipline, outer change never lasts. Welcome to the truth. Fitness starts in the mind. The mind is the first muscle you train before your legs ever move, before you lift that first weight, before you take your first run. Your mind is where it all begins. Every workout begins with a decision, a mental choice to show up, to push forward, to get better. If your mindset is weak, your body won't follow. That's why developing mental strength, discipline, and focus is just as important, if not more, than developing physical strength. Self-talk, the conversation that shapes you. What are you telling yourself when no one's listening? Your inner voice matters. If your mind is filled with negativity, self-doubt, and excuses, it's going to sabotage your progress every time. But if you replace that voice with one of strength, belief, and purpose, that's when transformation begins. That's when the gym becomes your temple, and your training becomes a reflection of your mindset. Fit people talk to themselves with power. They say, "I'm not quitting. This pain is part of the process. I've got more in me. Let's go one more round." And when your mind believes it, your body follows. Stress, anxiety, and mental fitness. We live in a high-stress world. Anxiety, burnout, and depression are real battles. And one of the best tools to fight them? Movement, discipline, routine. Physical fitness doesn't just build muscle. It resets your brain. When you train your body, you release tension. You activate. Routine creates freedom. People think routine is boring, but real freedom doesn't come from chaos. It comes from control. When your day has structure, your life has clarity. And clarity breeds confidence. A morning workout isn't just about burning calories. It's a mental win before the world even wakes up. It sets the tone. It puts you in control of your energy, your choices, and your attitude. Fitness habits create a sense of self-worth that can't be bought or faked. Because deep down, you know you showed up. You didn't need motivation. You didn't wait for perfect. You made a choice and you followed through. That kind of follow-through builds mental armor that you carry into every area of your life. Nutrition for the mind and body. You can't separate mental and physical wellness. What you feed your body affects your brain. Junk food leads to brain fog, fatigue, low mood. Clean fuel creates focus, energy, and drive. When you eat with discipline, it's not just about abs. Fitness is a mirror. Your body's a reflection of your habits, your discipline, and your mindset. If you want to know how someone lives, watch how they train. Watch how they carry themselves. Watch how they respond to resistance. A fit body is earned. There are no shortcuts. No one can buy it for you. No one can do the reps for you. That's why fitness is the ultimate mirror. It doesn't lie. It shows you what you've been doing or not doing. And that honesty, that's where real change begins. The goal is alignment. A strong body and a strong mind are not two separate things. They are one. When they move in harmony, you become unstoppable. Your mind creates the vision. Your body takes the action. Together, they build the life you want. That's true fitness. Not just having abs or lifting heavy, but living a life where your thoughts, habits, and actions are all aligned towards your highest self. Final words. Build both. Don't just chase a six-pack. Fit Mind, Fit Body, Part 2, Becoming Unshakable. There's a version of you out there that's calm under pressure, that doesn't fold when life gets tough, that shows up with energy, focus, and confidence, not just in the gym, but everywhere. That version of you isn't a fantasy. It's built. One rep, one thought, one choice at a time. Your purpose is your fuel. Motivation fades. Goals change. But purpose sticks. Ask yourself this. Why do you train? Why are you working on your body? Why are you building discipline? If your answer is just to look better, you won't last. But if your answer is to live better, now we're talking. Fitness becomes unstoppable when it's tied to purpose. You train because you want to be strong for your family. You train because you want to live long and live well. You train because your mind needs a place to breathe. You train because struggle in the gym prepares you for struggle in life. Your identity is the real transformation. You're not just working on a body. You're becoming a new kind of person. Every time you make the hard choice, the early wake up, the clean meal, the workout you didn't want to do, you're casting a vote for the person you want to become. And eventually, you won't have to fake it anymore. You'll be the kind of person who trains. You'll be the kind of person who eats for energy. You'll be the kind of person who handles stress with strength, not excuses. This is not about pretending. It's about creating. Brick by brick, rep by rep. You're building a new identity. When you feel like quitting, let's be honest, you will feel like giving up. There will be days when you don't want to move, days when your body aches, days when progress feels slow, days when the voice in your head says, "What's the point?" Those days matter the most, because quitting is easy. Starting over is hard. And staying consistent through the mess? Fitness gives you clarity. It gives you control. It gives you power, not just over your body, but over your choices, your habits, your emotions. Because when you're fit mentally and physically, life doesn't throw you off. You bend, but you don't break. You get knocked down, but you don't stay down. Progress is not always visible. Sometimes the changes aren't on the scale. They're not in the mirror. They're not on your lifting numbers. Sometimes the real progress looks like saying no to the junk food you used to crave, showing up on a bad day and giving 50% instead of 0, catching yourself when negative thoughts try to take over, choosing sleep over scrolling, staying patient when results take time. That's real growth. That's real transformation. Your body will eventually show it, but your mind, it shows it first. Fitness is a form of self-respect. Taking care of your body is one of the highest forms of self-respect. You were built for this. You don't have to be perfect. You just have to decide. Decide to show up. Decide to fight for your future. Decide to become the kind of person who doesn't give up when it gets hard. You were built for challenge. You were made to move. You were designed to grow. And every time you choose strength over comfort, mentally and physically, you unlock a new version of yourself. Final words: build from the inside out. If the mind breaks, the body follows. But if the mind is strong, the body becomes unshakable. So train your body, but train your mind even harder. Build habits that can't be shaken by mood. Build resilience that outlasts excuses. Build discipline that outperforms talent. Because in the end, it's not about six-packs or social media. It's about becoming the kind of person who doesn't quit. So remember, move with intention. Train with purpose. Think like a warrior. Fit mind, fit body, fit life. This is your story. S. Fit Mind, Fit Body. Part 3. win the war within. There's a war happening every day, not out there, but in here. Inside your own mind, inside your own decisions. Between the part of you that wants comfort and the part of you that wants growth. You're not fighting anyone else. You're fighting the old version of you. The one that hits snooze. The one that puts off change. The one that chooses later, again and again. But here's the truth. The only way forward is through that war. Comfort is the enemy of progress. Comfort is addictive. It promises ease. It sells you the lie that you're okay where you are. But comfort is a cage disguised as freedom. If you stay comfortable, you'll stay stuck. If you avoid discomfort, you'll avoid growth. Fitness doesn't just happen in the gym. It happens the moment you say, "Excuses don't burn calories." Everyone has reasons. Everyone has distractions, stress, and bad days. But some people show up anyway. Some people train when it's hard. Some people eat clean when no one's watching. Some people work in silence and transform their entire life because they know that excuses don't get results. If you want a better life, you can't keep feeding the voice that says, "Not today." You've got to rise. You've got to remind yourself, no one's coming to do it for you. And that's okay, because you've got everything you need inside you. Every set builds strength, not just physical. When you push through that last rep, when you do the workout even when you're tired, when you choose consistency over comfort, you're not just building muscle. You're building identity. You're building resilience. You're building a mind that knows how to keep going. And that kind of strength, it leaks into every part of your life. Relationships, work, focus, leadership, confidence. Because when you learn how to fight for yourself in the gym, you learn how to fight for yourself everywhere. Momentum, motivation. You don't need more hype. You don't need another motivational video. You need momentum. One workout turns into two. One healthy meal turns into a routine. One win turns into belief. The key isn't doing it all at once. The key is starting. Start small. Start tired. Start unmotivated. Just start. Momentum is built in motion, not in your head. Repetition builds reputation. People talk about transformation like it's a lightning bolt. But real transformation, it's boring. It's daily. It's the result of doing the same thing over and over again until your life starts to look different. That's what fitness is. Repeating the right habits. Repeating the hard choices. Repeating the process until your results are undeniable. Repetition creates your reputation, and your reputation becomes your reality. Focus on the process, not just the prize. You want the goal, but are you in love with the process? Because the truth is, if you can't fall in love with the reps, the sweat, the small wins, you won't stay long enough to earn the big ones. Love the grind. Respect the struggle. Celebrate the discipline it takes just to show up. Because the reward isn't just the result. The reward is the person you become along the way. Fitness isn't something you do, it's who you are. You don't work out to check a box. You train because it's part of your identity now. You move because it's how you express your strength. You eat clean because it's how you fit mind, fit body. Part 4. Mastery over motivation. The truth is, the people who make fitness look effortless don't rely on motivation. They rely on standards. They've made it non-negotiable. Because once fitness becomes part of who you are, not just something you do, you stop needing reasons to show up. You show up because that's what you do now. This isn't about hype. It's about ownership. Mastery starts where motivation ends. Motivation is emotional. It's loud. It's exciting. But it's also temporary. Mastery is quiet. It's routine. It's consistent. It shows up even when no one claps for it. Mastery says, mastery starts where motivation ends. Motivation is emotional. It's loud. It's exciting. But it's also temporary. Mastery is quiet. It's routine. It's consistent. It shows up even when no one claps for it. Mastery says, I train because I've said I would. I eat clean because I respect myself. I rest because I need to grow. I don't need to feel like it. I just do it. That's the edge. That's the difference between those who dabble and those who dominate. Long-term thinking wins the game. Stop chasing quick fixes. Stop obsessing over 30-day programs and overnight results. Real change takes time. It takes patience. It takes a vision that stretches beyond the next weigh-in or mirror check. Because fitness is a lifetime relationship with your body, your energy, your discipline. Ask yourself, how do I want to feel at 50? What kind of energy do I want at 60? What kind of example do I want to set for my kids, for the people around me? Stop. Your environment either supports your goals or sabotages them. If you want to become the fittest version of yourself, mentally and physically, you have to build a world that pulls you forward, not holds you back. Because willpower is weak, but environment is powerful. Control what you can. Clean up your space. Surround yourself with people who push you. Unfollow anything that feeds the old you. The lifestyle is the goal. You don't want a temporary transformation. You want a life that feels strong, that feels sharp, that feels aligned, inside and out. Fitness isn't a side project. It's the foundation. When your body works, your mind clears. When your energy's high, your standards rise. When your habits align, your life evolves. So don't aim to get in shape. Aim to build a lifestyle where being in shape is just the side effect. Silence the noise. Trust the process. There will always be noise, new fads, new diets, new workouts. Consistency, effort, discipline, sleep. Real food, smart training. Long-term focus. Don't let the noise pull you off track. Master the basics. Get amazing at being boring. Because those boring habits, that's what greatness is built on. Small wins stack up. You don't need a perfect day. You need a flawless plan. You need a win today. Drink the water, take the walk, finish the workout. Choose the better meal. Go to sleep early. Small wins may not look impressive, but over time, they stack. And one day you'll wake up and realize you don't recognize the old you anymore. Your future self is watching. When you choose to skip the gym or give in to junk, you're not just choosing for today. You're choosing for the version of you that's coming tomorrow, next week, next year. Who do you want to become? Because every decision is shaping that person. Make your future self proud. Make your current self grateful that you didn't quit. Final words. Be the standard. Let this be your identity. The one who doesn't quit. The one who trains even on bad days. The one who eats with intention. The one who inspires others to get better. The one who keeps the promises they make to themselves. You are the standard now. Not just fit, but focused. Not just strong, but steady. Not just motivated, but mastered. Fit mind, fit body, fit legacy. Let's keep building it. Fit mind, fit body. Part 5. Rise every time. Life will test you. Not once, not twice, constantly. There will be days you feel broken. There'll be weeks where you don't see results. There will be moments you ask yourself, is this even worth it? And that's exactly when the fit mind kicks in. Not when everything's going right, but when it's falling apart. Because strength isn't about having it easy. It's about rising every time you fall. Hard times create strong people. You don't grow when things are easy. You grow when it's hard, and you choose to keep going. The skipped meal prep, the early morning you didn't want to wake up for, the workout that felt impossible, the voice in your head telling you to quit. That's the battlefield. And every time you fight through it, you become stronger than you were yesterday. It's not the perfect days that define you. It's the days you struggled and showed up anyway. Mental toughness is a skill, not a trait. Some people are born athletic. Some are born with speed, strength, or endurance. But no one is born with mental toughness. That's earned, built, forged in discomfort. You build it when you show up without motivation. You stay focused when things go wrong. You choose growth when fear shows up. Toughness isn't loud. It's not flashy. It's quiet, relentless, and calm in chaos. And the good news? You can train it. Just like muscle, it gets stronger with repetition. Every hard decision is a rep for your mind. Pressure reveals potential. Stop avoiding pressure. Stop waiting for the right time or perfect conditions. Pressure is your opportunity. It's what reveals what you're made of. Some crack under it, some fold. But others, they rise. They step up. They grow stronger. They transform. Don't run from the hard days. Lean into them. Because pressure doesn't break legends. It builds them. Fail forward. Failure isn't the end. It's the way forward. You'll fall off track. You'll miss workouts. You'll eat things you shouldn't. You'll doubt yourself. That's normal. That's human. But every time you get back up, every time you say, I'm not done, you're building something most people never will. Resilience. Failure only defeats you when you decide to stay down. Fall 7 times, stand up 8. That's how fit minds are built. Control what you can. There's so much in life you can't control. But there are things you always own. Your attitude, your actions, your effort, your response. Can't control the weather? Fine. Train anyway. Can't control other people? Focus on your discipline. Can't control the scale? Control your habits. Fitness is about learning how to stay centered, even when everything around you isn't. That's a mindset. That's power. That's peace. Your comeback starts now. No matter how far off track you feel, no matter how long you've been stuck, you're one choice away from momentum. Right here, right now. You don't need to fix everything today. You just need to do the next right thing. One workout, one meal, one decision to get back in the fight. Don't let shame hold you back. Don't let your past write your future. Your comeback story starts with one step. You are not average. You weren't built to settle. To lead, to rise, to set a standard that echoes. A fit mind doesn't accept mediocrity. A fit body doesn't follow the crowd. And you're just getting started. Final words. This is the climb. This isn't a sprint. It's a climb. There will be valleys. There will be setbacks. But every climb builds something inside you that nothing else can. Perspective, grit, inner peace, real power. You're not chasing perfection. You're chasing progress. You're not trying to look tough. You're becoming unshakable. So take the step. Rise today. Rise again tomorrow. And every time you do, you prove that a fit mind and a fit body can rise through anything. Fit mind, fit body. Part 6. Rewire, Rebuild, Rise. You are born confident. You are born disciplined. You are born unstoppable. Those are skills. And just like your muscles, they grow with pressure, practice, and persistence. If you want to transform your body, it starts by transforming your belief system. Because before the weight is lifted, before the habits are built, before the results show, you have to believe you're worth the effort. The real battle is internal. Forget the weights for a second. Forget the reps, the macros, the routines. The real transformation happens when you decide, I'm not who I was. I'm capable of more. This time, I finish what I start. 'Cause your body follows your belief. If your mind says you're weak, you'll act weak. If your mind says you're tired, you'll stop early. If your mind says I can, nothing will stand in your way. The strongest bodies are built by unshakable minds. Break the loop. Too many people live in cycles. Start strong, burn out. Set goals, then break them. Chase motivation, then lose momentum. You don't need another start. You need a breakthrough. And it begins when you stop trying to fix symptoms and start shifting your identity. Say this out loud. I'm not trying to become disciplined. I am disciplined. I'm not hoping to get strong. I am strong and getting stronger. I don't need permission. I already have the power. You don't need to wait to believe it. You train yourself to believe it. Who you are, what you do. Anyone can work out. Anyone can eat right for a week. Anyone can try. Protect the mindset at all costs. Your mind is your most valuable asset. Protect it like your life depends on it, because it does. Guard your inputs. Eliminate negativity. Block out comparison. Surround yourself with people who challenge you and cheer for you. A fit body without a fit mind is fragile. But when both are locked in, you become untouchable. Final words, it's already in you. That fire you're looking for, that discipline you admire in others, that strength you think is out of reach, it's already in you. Buried under fear, buried under bad habits, buried under old beliefs that no longer serve you. But it's there, in every rep, every hard decision, every time you silence the voice that says quit. You bring that version of yourself to life. So don't wait, don't wish, don't doubt. Rewire, rebuild, rise. Because a fit mind and a fit body isn't the goal. It's the foundation for everything you're about to become. Fit mind, fit body, Part 7. Build what lasts. One day, the mirror won't matter. The numbers won't matter. The gym PRs, the abs, the likes, the stats, they'll fade. But what won't fade? Your energy, your discipline, your example, your mindset, your legacy. You're not just building a body. You're building a way of life. Fitness is a daily vote for the life you want. Every day you train, eat right, or sleep early, it's not just a health choice. It's a life decision. You're choosing clarity over chaos, strength over stress, longevity over laziness. It's not about the beach body. It's about playing with your kids and your grandkids. It's about walking into your 50s, 60s, and 70s, not just alive, but unstoppable. You don't train for today. You train for tomorrow. Be the one who breaks the cycle. Maybe you didn't grow up around health. Fit mind, fit body. Part 7. Build what lasts. One day, the mirror won't matter. The numbers won't matter. The gym PRs, the abs, the likes, the stats, they'll fade. But what won't fade? Your energy, your discipline, your example, your mindset, your legacy. You're not just building a body, you're building a way of life. Fitness is a daily vote for the life you want. Every day you train, eat right, or sleep early, it's not just a health choice, it's a life decision. You're choosing clarity over chaos, strength over stress, longevity over laziness. It's not about the beach body. It's about playing with your kids and your grandkids. It's about walking into your 50s, 60s, and 70s, not just alive, but unstoppable. You don't train for today. You train for tomorrow. Be the one who breaks the cycle. Maybe you didn't grow up around health. Maybe no one taught you about movement, discipline, or nutrition. Maybe your family has a history of quitting, poor health, or giving up too soon. That ends with you. You don't just lift for yourself, you lift generations. You train so your future kids know what strength looks like. You fuel your body so your parents see it's never too late. You build your mind so your circle starts leveling up just by being around you. You become the standard. The body follows the vision. Want to keep showing up? Then you need a bigger why. Not to lose weight, not to look good, but to lead yourself. To take full ownership of your energy, your habits, your life. That kind of vision changes everything. It turns discipline into freedom. It turns hard work into peace. It turns pain into purpose. The reps stay the same, but now they mean something. Train to be useful, not just impressive. What's more powerful than a six-pack? Maybe no one taught you about movement, discipline, or nutrition. Maybe your family has a history of quitting, poor health, or giving up too soon. That ends with you. You don't just lift for yourself. You lift generations. You train so your future kids know what strength looks like. You fuel your body so your parents see it's never too late. You build your mind so your circle starts leveling up just by being around you. You become the standard. The body follows the vision. Want to keep showing up? Then you need a bigger why. Not to lose weight, not to look good, but to lead yourself. To take full ownership of your energy, your habits, your life. That kind of vision changes everything. It turns discipline into freedom. It turns hard work into peace. It turns pain into purpose. The reps stay the same, but now they mean something. Train to be useful, not just impressive. What's more powerful than a six-pack? Helping a friend move without complaining. Running to catch a flight without gasping for air. Staying calm in a crisis because your body and brain know how to handle stress. That's real fitness. Not just aesthetics, but usefulness. You train so you can show up better in every room, every role, every season. Burnout isn't strength. Recovery is. This journey isn't about pushing nonstop. It's about knowing when to rest, recharge, and come back sharper. A fit body isn't overtrained. It's well-maintained. A fit mind isn't overloaded. It's protected. That means sleep like it matters, because it does. Eat to perform, not just to cope. Rest without guilt. Say no when it protects your peace. Recovery is power. It's what lets you stay in the game long after others burn out. Build identity, not just results. If you only chase external progress, you'll fall apart the moment it stalls. But if you chase identity, all you become in the process, you'll. The person who doesn't skip. The person who finishes the reps. The person who gets back on track always. Results come and go, but identity stays. This is a forever thing. This isn't a challenge. It's not a 6-week shred. It's not a summer project. It's a lifestyle. The version of you that shows up even when life's messy. Eats for fuel, not just flavor. Moves every day, not just when it's convenient. chooses long-term gains over short-term ease. That version of you doesn't take breaks from the lifestyle, because the lifestyle fuels everything else. Final words, be the blueprint. Somebody's watching you. A younger sibling, a friend who's struggling, a coworker who's burned out, a child who learns by example, even your future self. Be the blueprint. Not perfect, but real. Not flawless, but resilient. Not loud, but consistent. Because fit mind, fit body isn't just about how you live. It's about what you leave behind. So be. Fit mind, fit body. Part 8. Embrace discomfort. Create your future. If it was easy, everyone would do it. If it was comfortable, there'd be no growth. Real strength? It comes from the discomfort. It comes from the moments you push through when everything inside you says quit. But here's the truth. Discomfort is your most powerful teacher. The more you lean into it, the more you evolve. The more you embrace the hard days, the stronger you become. Growth happens outside your comfort zone. Your comfort zone is a prison with invisible walls. It keeps you safe, but it also keeps you small. It tells you, don't push too hard. Don't take that risk. Don't try that new workout. But true growth, true transformation, only happens when you break through those walls. The first mile is uncomfortable. The first push-up feels impossible. The first week of healthy eating makes you want to quit. Your potential is limitless. You were made for more than average. You were made for greatness. But greatness isn't given. It's earned every single day. You don't need a miracle. You need a plan. You need to trust the process, and you need to believe in yourself. Because your potential, it's unlimited. The only limit is the one you put on yourself. Rise every time you fall. There will be setbacks. There will be days when you fail. There'll be moments where you feel like giving up. But quitting is not an option. It's a temporary feeling. What matters is your decision to rise, to keep moving forward, no matter how many times you fall. You'll make mistakes. You'll miss workouts. You'll have days where the motivation isn't there. But each time you rise, you prove to yourself that you are unstoppable. You are your best investment. Invest in yourself. Invest in your mind. Invest in your body. Because when you take care of you, everything around you. Stop waiting for motivation. Create it. Motivation is fleeting. Some days you'll feel unstoppable. Other days you'll barely drag yourself to the gym. But here's the key. Discipline doesn't need motivation. It needs a purpose. When you attach your actions to a deeper why you want to feel strong, why you want to be healthy, why you want to be unstoppable, you don't need to wait for motivation. It will follow. Create the habit. The motivation will come later. You control the story you tell yourself. It's easy to get caught in your old story. The one where you tell yourself you're not strong enough. You're not disciplined enough. You've failed before, so why try again? But that story is optional. You get to write the script. You are not defined by your failures. You're defined by your decisions. You are not the person who quits. You're the person who keeps going. You are not limited by your past. You're unlimited in your potential. Every day is an opportunity to get better. This isn't a race. This isn't a competition. It's a journey. And every single day is an opportunity to get better. One more rep, one more healthy meal, one more step toward the person you want to become. Remember, you don't have to be perfect. You just have to keep going. Today's your day. Final words, show up for yourself. The world will try to distract you. Life will try to pull you in different directions. But you You're the one who decides how your story goes. So show up. Show up for yourself. Show up for your future. Show up for the person you are becoming. 'Cause when you do, you won't just build a fit body. You'll build the life you deserve. Resistance from the distractions that keep you from focusing on your goals. Every time you resist the urge to quit, you grow stronger. And just like your muscles, your mind needs resistance to develop. Every time you push through the mental blocks, you get tougher. You get sharper. You become more unbreakable. Make your future self proud. This journey isn't just for today. It's for your future self. The decisions you make now, to train, to eat well, to rest, will pay off in the long run. The person you'll be in a year, 5 years, 10 years, they're all counting on the choices you make today. So think about your future every time you want to quit. Think about how proud your future self will be for showing up when it was hard. Think about how thankful your future self will be for staying consistent. Your future self is watching, and they're cheering you on. Small wins build momentum. You won't see change overnight. You won't wake up with a six-pack after one workout. You won't have a perfect diet after a few healthy meals. But here's the magic. The small wins stack up. Every rep, every healthy choice, every early morning, every day you show up, even when it's hard, it counts. Eventually, you'll look back and realize that those tiny wins created the momentum that carries you forward. And once momentum is on your side, there's nothing you can't do. The moment you want to quit is the moment you must keep going. The voice in your head will try to convince you to stop. It will tell you that it's too hard, that it's too late, that you don't have the energy, that you'll never reach your goal. Sacrifice is the price of transformation. When you decide to take your fitness seriously, there will be sacrifices. You'll say no to late-night Netflix binges. You'll choose to wake up early and train, even when the world is still asleep. You'll make time for meal prep when everyone else is grabbing takeout. But those sacrifices, they're the price of transformation. When you choose your future self over your comfort today, you're investing in who you'll become. Transformation isn't free. It costs effort. It costs discipline. It costs persistence. But the rewards are worth it. The body, the mind, the life. It's all built on sacrifice. The power of showing up no matter what. Some days you'll feel like the gym is the last place you want to be. Some days the weights won't feel lighter. Some days you'll be tired, overwhelmed, or even frustrated. But the beauty of showing up is this: you don't have to feel great to do great things. Fit Mind, Fit Body, Part 9. Show up even when it's hard. There are days when it feels impossible. The bed is warmer than the gym. The couch is more inviting than the workout. The excuses flood in faster than the reasons to show up. But here's the hard truth. The days you feel like quitting, they're the most important. It's not the days you feel motivated. It's not the days everything is going perfectly. It's the days you choose to show up anyway. Commitment is built on consistency, not motivation. Motivation is unreliable. One day you'll feel like you could conquer the world. The next day, you'll barely want to get out of bed. But commitment? Commitment isn't a feeling. It's a decision. It's a choice you make every single day to do the work, even when you don't feel like it. You don't need to feel inspired to be committed. You just need to be consistent. When you make fitness a part of who you are, not just something you do when it's convenient, it